I am super excited to welcome you to the press conference for Captain America: Civil War. Amazing! So, right now, I'm going to welcome out the folks who are going to be speaking to you today. It is a pleasure to welcome President of Marvel Studios and producer of Captain America: Civil War, Kevin Feige. Also, Emily Van Camp is up next. Come on out. Hey, good to see you.
We're doing all this like live.
Also, Mr. Don Cheadle. Iron Man himself. It's all about Team Iron Man right now. Mr. Robert Downey Jr.
You can do it back there.
So sexy.
I'll let you go.
So sexy.
No, wait.
Tough act to follow, but I know this guy can do it. Mr. Paul Bettany.
Oh, thank you very much.
And then last but certainly not least, the director, Anthony Russo. Hi, everybody. So, Civil War, am I right?
You're right.
Yes!
You got to be right.
Robert, this is happening.
Thank you. I'll enter my body any minute now.
Hopefully this will get you in there. Now, I feel like over the course of these films, we've seen like the layers of Tony Stark peeled back to reveal like a really emotional center.
Yeah.
Do you feel that's the case, and how does that continue in Civil War?
I'm still reeling from the fact that Paul Bettany was Jarvis and now he's Vision. I mean, there's something. Well, if you just stop and you go, so here's what's going on with Tony. I go, wait a minute, did he make a guy? Look at him.
Yeah, Dad.
So proud of you.
Dad.
As far as the emo arc of Tony over these bunch of years, I think anyone who sticks around for more than a minute and joins the party here, it's all about, and particularly as I'm sure either Russo would attest, it's all about, that's where I think Marvel has really done its smartest moves, you know, is making sure that there's a real emotional impact to what's going on. And I am no exception.
Now, even though Civil War has this unbelievable emotional pull, I wanted to ask you if you thought that there were certain technological advances that allowed for this movie to happen in the extraordinary way that it does.
Wow. Well, look, there's a man sitting next to us that used to be Jarvis, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, now, do you mean within the world, or you mean outside in terms of filmmaking?
Well, I mean, my actual intention was for, like, in the effects world, like on the technical side of the film. However, if you think there's something interesting to talk about within the world, that too.
Oh, no, I can talk to, look, every movie, like, I think part of the popularity of big special effects driven movies these days is the fact that the technology has reached such an incredibly high level. And every movie, every couple years it changes. And this movie, you know, you sort of reap the benefits and you sort of push forward on every film. I mean, this movie has a very remarkable sequence, I think, where Robert Downey Jr. plays a 20-year-old man, which is pretty incredible.
I don't.
You're gonna just suck it in.
Wait a second. I don't think it's that hard to believe.
It's happening. It's happening.
I mean, he plays someone who's around the age he was when we all first saw him on the screen.
No.
So it's like it's
So
a
nostalgic.
yeah, it's a pretty
Very
amazing,
expensive nostalgia, I'm told.
It was very. Look, it took us months and months of work on that shot to make it work. It's very complicated, taking the human face and changing the human face in a way that looks realistic. And in fact, it was the last shot we completed in the movie. Just dropped into the movie maybe 5 days ago.
On Robert's birthday.
Look at that! Look at that! Look at that!
Synchronicity abounds.
Yeah.
Kevin, do you find yourself visiting set and getting completely jealous of all of the magical things these folks have to go through and the heat and the conditions of shooting?
I don't know if I'm jealous of the heat necessarily, but I'm in awe always. I'm in awe when they're in costume. I'm in awe when they're out of costume. And I've said it before, and it's only getting more and more so as cast members keep joining. There's never been an ensemble like this in cinematic history. It's really astounding. We break it up into 2 panels today because everyone is a headliner, and it's and getting them in a room together is pretty awe-inspiring.